Hey Soul Family, this is your girl Ethereal Sorceress 777 here with the ones and twos. Ethereal Sorceress. Infinite Sorcery with Ethereal Sorceress. Hello, check that out. The ones and twos. If you want the truth, if you want the real, and if you want the tea, this is where you need to be. So, I know I told you guys in the videos that I've uploaded, I believe, earlier this week, that I was going to be doing a 1212 portal message, which I am, and we're doing that right now. It's kind of, I don't want to say yucky outside. It's real gray, real foggy, real misty. Okay. If you need me in any of the services that I offer, my information will be listed in the description box below. Just a heads up and a repetitive message. I am not doing any readings up until January. The third week of January is when I'll start back going to my readings. I'm solely just working on cleanses and candle work for the collective, those who need to order candles, those who would like some candles, those who need some extra oomph with their healing. Please follow my handles. All my information will be listed in the description box below. So this 1212 portal message will be for generally everybody. How I'm going to do it is I'm going to go through the signs individually, and that is how I will do the reading. The reading and the messages from source, what your guides want you to know from spirit, okay? Either it'll come out into things you need to do or things you are not doing currently, okay? So, what we're using today is earth magic, okay? And we are also using my personal favorite, Divine Energy Oracle. How you doing? Okay, so family. So all of the signs will be time stamped in the comment section below. You can either watch it all, just in case, depending on your sun, moon, and rising, but this is going to be a sun, moon, rising sign video. Collective messages from source, spirit, and your ancestors and your guides, what they either need you to do or want you to know at this time. Excuse me. During this 1212 portal. So first we're going to start off with Divine Energy Oracle. Confirmation. First sign up is Aquarius. Aquarius. What does Divine want you to know? What does Spirit want you to know? What does your guides want you to know? What does the universe, Mother Gaia, your ancestors want you to know at this time? Thank you so much, Source. Let's get into it with the ones and twos. Okay, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. 1212 portal. That wanted to come out, but it didn't. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, Aquarius. Reflect on your truth. This has a lot to do with standing your ground, owning your truth, okay? Reflecting on what is true to you. Let you guys look at that for a second. Your divine energy wants you to reflect on your truth, okay? Own your truth. Stand in your truth. Confirmation. Reflect on what is true to you. What would you like to see manifest? Okay? From the Earth Magic, we are going to pull a card from the Earth Magic. Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. Messages from your ancestors, your spirits, your spirit guides, your higher self, source, the divine, the higher realms. I'll be reading the incantations from these books. Incantations, wow. I don't know where that came from. I'll be reading the messages from this deck to give you guys a little bit more understanding. Throat chakra is an issue for Aquarius. You're all in your head and you're not talking, you're not balancing it out. And maybe that has a lot to do with reflecting on your truth. Are you speaking your truth or are you holding back on the truth? Okay? Aquarius, your earth magic. There it goes. Fog. And that's crazy because it's kind of foggy today. It's very foggy. It's very cloudy. There's no fucking sun whatsoever out here. I don't know if you guys can kind of see there. It's no sun. It's all clouds. Gray and gloomy today. 12-12 portal fog. Veiled. Okay? Some of you guys are seeking enlightenment or going through a spiritual awakening or have received your information. Okay? This is what I'm picking up intuitively. Head is probably kind of cloudy. Thoughts are probably a blur. Fogged. In correlation with the speaking and the reflecting on the truth, there may be some fog there. Still living in illusion. Dust away the fog for some of you. Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, so you can get the clarity that you need and the clarity that you are seeking. Okay? So we're going to read that for you guys real quick. Yes. And I'm reading these outside of whatever they're channeling to me so you guys can get a better understanding. Okay? You are enmeshed in confusion. I said that. And uncertainty, and are unsure if it will ever clear up. But this is not the best time to make decisions, particularly any major ones. Know that this foggy veil will eventually dissolve, although there are many ways. Although there may be ways that you are unconsciously contributing to this state. The greater truth, and reflect on your truth, right? Is it that it's simply a cycle you are moving through and like all things, this too shall pass. Allow yourself to feel confused. In fact, decide to be confused. No matter what attempts you make right now to make things happen or move in any specific direction out of impatience or frustration, you risk only creating more confusion and uncertainty. So be still and be patient and wait for the first glimmer of awareness to lift the veil so that you can see the choices before you more clearly and can then choose to align yourself with the will of spirit. So this is basically telling me that you guys have to, Aquarius, you guys have to surrender, basically. Surrender at this time to the will of spirit. Allow yourself to feel confused. Allow yourself to be confused is what the information is saying to you. Reflecting on your truth. There is cloudiness and confusion. There is a fog that has not been unlifted due to your confusions. But the message says, if you're feeling confused, feel it. Allow yourself to be confused. Allow yourself to not know which direction to take. Do not take any big steps or major decisions at this time. Okay. Next up, we have Aries. Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. Aries. Message from the higher realms, your spirit guides, your ancestors. Okay? your guardian angels, your higher self, Source, Mother Gaia, the universe. What does the universe have for you at this time during this 12-12 portal? Aries. Where are my Arians at? They would give us 2 cards. This is it, Spirit? Speak up. And it's kind of hard to believe this, okay, because Aries are very blunt and we are truly outspoken. Okay, so some of you all, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising signs, Aries, are not speaking up for yourselves. You are biting your tongue, and this is not what you're used to doing. You're going to have to speak up on some things, Aries. Speak up on how you feel if you haven't done that already. Your divine energy needs you to speak up for yourself. Okay? Speak up for yourself, your rights, your needs, your livelihood, your life. Okay? It gave us 2, because I'm an Aries. Live life to the fullest. Live. They need you guys to live. Embrace life. Express gratitude, because some of you all are not expressing gratitude. Okay? Explore. Just live, baby, live. Okay. Earth magic for Aries. What they need you guys to know at this time. Baby, there is a brand new beginning coming. And you better get ready because it's on its way. Hey, hey, hey. Brand new beginnings. New beginnings. There's a dawn after the dusk. That is a must. And I need to stop rhyming. No. Who wants to stop rhyming? Okay, we're going to read this for you guys. Dawn, baby. Dawn, baby. New beginnings. When you witness the initial stages of dawn without the benefit of a clock or other timepieces, for a while you may not be able to discern whether the sky is really lightening. The stars remain visible, and the shadows of the night still shape the landscape. It is that way with any beginning. It is difficult to tell where the old ends and the new begins. Gradually, however, it becomes clear to your senses that the light is definitely increasing. Hello. And as you continue to observe, the world slowly wakes up, accompanied by all the sounds, smells, and freshness associated with it. Soon, the first glimmer of the sun shows a new day has begun. This is a time to say farewell to the old and honor the new. By releasing any self-imposed constraints or resistance to the truth that you know. This is your chance to develop that project you have been thinking about, embark on that adventure you have dreamed of going on, and take risks in initiating what your intuitive self has been telling you to do. Hence, living the life to the fullest and speaking up. Okay? As this prospect becomes increasingly visible and real, doubts and uncertainties may arise, but rest assured, just a dawn inevitably turns into a day. By heeding your inner guidance, okay, you will succeed. All right. That was for Aries. And guess what? We're not going to double up on cards, meaning I'm not going to put them back in the deck and reshuffle. We're going to keep it going because I don't want to give anybody multiple messages. Okay, next up is Capricorn. Earth signs. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. What does the universe, what does Source, what does your ancestors, what does your guides, what does your higher self want you to know at this time? Okay, Cappies, here we go. What is your message for the divine realm? What they want you to know? Yes, yes. Ooh, came right out. Make no judgments. Stop throwing the first stone. Make no judgments, which basically means you should be detached. You should be in observing energy. Make no judgments about anyone else and or yourself. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. Okay? Earth magic. Pass no judgments. Make no judgments. Observe. Stay detached. Okay? Stay detached from 3D things. Earth magic. What does earth magic want you to know? Thank you for the messages, Spirit. I'm also hearing don't be hard on yourself, Capricorns. When the bird confirms, heard the birdie. Heard the birdie. Heard the birdie. Okay, earth magic. Y'all don't want to give Capricorns a card, please. There it goes. Ancestors, generation, DNA. A lot of what you're dealing with. Oh, this is coming in too. A lot of you guys haven't called on your ancestors. Your ancestors are waiting on you to call on them, to bring them in. Also, a lot of things that you're dealing with in your cycles of completion and or karmic patterns and or distortions and low vibrational behavior has to do with the DNA, the ancestor line. I'm picking that up too, but we're going to read that for y'all. And of course, it will be the first card in the book. Generational curses is also what I'm hearing. Generational things that have been passed down. Okay. You have within you the blood of your ancestors. You are deeply connected to your lineage. The most immediate proof of that being the physical resemblance that you have to your mother and your father and perhaps even your grandparents. Yet beyond that, although unknown to your usual senses, you are connected to ancestry that reaches back through the millennia. Sidebar, what I'm also picking up is, well, that goes into what I said about you guys are not calling on your ancestors. There is some things that your ancestors would like to teach you and show you. You have the power of your lineage that goes far back beyond your years. You need to tap into that ancestral power. Tap into your DNA, tap into your generations. Call them in so they can help you. Okay? What you can say is ancestors known and unknown. Meaning known and unknown mean those who you know who have passed and those who you probably won't know because it goes so far back in the line. This is the time to call upon those ancestors. What I told y'all. This is the time to call upon your ancestors, those who are of your bloodline, as well as the ancient ones who have walked the land that you now walk. Okay? This also has to do with being grounded. Being grounded, being rooted. Roots, ancestors, ground, earth. Okay? And this ain't no coincidence that this came out for Capricorns. All right? Next time you're outside, allow your senses to open to those ancestors who abide in your physical world. And any time at all, allow your heart to open to those spirits to whom you are related through your heredity, and those whom you are connected by virtue of the land upon which you live. Okay? You need to call on your ancestors. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Okay? Okay. Virgos. What does your divine energy want you to know? Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Okay. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. That came right out. Virgos. Reach for the stars. Stop limiting yourself. Bare minimum is what I'm hearing. You're only doing the minimum that basically scrapes the surface. You're not going above and beyond. Confirmation. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Reach for the stars. Stop only. You're not mediocre. So stop playing it safe. That's what they're saying. Stop playing it safe. Reach for the stars. There's this song. It just came back into my head, right? It's a childhood show that I used to watch. It's called S Club 7, right? And it was 7 British teenagers, male and female, of all ethnics, of all races. They were a singing group, and they came to America from Europe to make it big. And it's so crazy because one of their songs was "Reach for the Stars." It's crazy. Reach for the stars, climb every mountain higher. Reach for the stars, follow your heart's desire. Reach for the stars, and when that rainbow shining over you, what they said, that's when your dreams will all come true. Dun, 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 dun. Woo, childhood, inner child. Yes, come right on through. Virgo, your earth magic message is I need to exfoliate my lips. They're not dry or anything, but I can feel the skin. Like, you know when you need to exfoliate, sidebar, a good exfoliating lip scrub for your lips, like to repolish your lips, to buff your lips, to exfoliate the dead skin. Olive oil and sugar does wonders. Tell me. Talk about it. All right. Virgo, your earth message. There it goes. Lotus flowers. Unfoldment. Things are starting to unfold. Reach for the stars. Climb every mountain higher. Reach for the stars. Follow your heart's desire. Reach for the stars. And when that rainbow's shining over you, that's when your dreams will all come true. Unfoldment, lotus flower. Things are starting to unfold. Can you feel it? Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Hold on. Yeah, I think I took it too far. There it goes. Spiritual awakening. I'm picking up on that too. Some of you guys are coming into a new energy. Finding out who you are, what you are, your passions, your desires, your life purpose is also what I'm hearing. Okay. Your spiritual unfoldment is occurring at this time, whether or not you are aware of it. It is inevitable as long as you put your trust in the hands of the Creator, the one who holds the light. Like the lotus, your soul is always reaching for the light to fulfill its karmic destiny. But even in that process, there are periods of darkness and times to rest. It is a natural cycle, one that cannot truly be coerced or halted. It has an innate rhythm of its own, one that is unique to being that is you. You do not need to strive or to be driven by spiritual ambition. It does no good to try and force growth upon yourself or others. For that matter, allowing is the key here. Stillness. Allow the place in you that naturally wants to follow the light to do so while recognizing that even When you have complete faith, you will face challenges and occasionally suffering. Your steady faith and love will guide you on your journey of returning to the light. Reach for the stars, climb every mountain higher. Okay, Virgos. There's a reason why they channeled me that song and why I remember that song. Okay. Next on the list, we got Cancers. Water babies, cry babies, emotional beings. You know, I was just joking, Big Boss, but still, no, for real. Cancers is a whole different type of entity. But anyways, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, what your soul wants you to know, what your higher self wants you to know, what the realm wants you to know, what you should be doing, or what needs to be done at this time, or what's coming in for you. What your guides want you to know, what your spirit guides want you to know, what your guardian angels want you to know, what your ancestors, what your lineage wants you to know. Cancer. Okay? There it goes. Strengthen your gifts. Ooh, Cancers, you are slacking. Strengthen your gifts. Whether it be your psychic gifts, whether it be your clairaudience, your clairsentience, your inner knowing, your gifts that you can offer the world, your talents. Strengthen your gifts at this time. You aren't thinking negative on yourself. I'm hearing you're not going full throttle. You're not embracing your full potential. And Cancers, that is an issue. Because you are just you're skidding over. You're just bare minimum. You're doing the bare minimum and I'm hearing less than that. Okay? Strengthen your gifts, Cancers. What is the earth magic messages for Cancers? Thank you so much. Earth magic for Cancers. What do you want Cancers to mean? I'm sorry, y'all. My hands is a little cold. My body's not cold, but my hands is a little cold. And it's so funny because I don't even feel like I'm cold because I don't feel that, but it's just my hands. All right. Cancers, earth magic message, please, Spirit. Thank you. One card, please. Cancers, earth magic message. This is it. Spring equinox, rebirth. So for some of you all, it's crazy because I'm hearing there will be a do-over in spring. Spring is when things rebirth itself, come out of the ground. You guys think of the flowers, the birds, the weather starting to change. You know, we're going from winter to spring. Some of you all who don't pull through or are half-assing it will have another shot at whatever this is pertaining to. Only you guys know what this is pertaining to, Cancers. You will have another shot in the spring. Things will be more lighter, airy in the spring for you. So some of you guys may be having a hard time right now, Cancers, but we're going to read that. Spring equinox. Right on the page, baby. Rebirth. The spring equinox is also called the vernal equinox. It occurs March 20 or the 21st in the northern hemisphere and September 20th or the 21st in the southern hemisphere. Okay? This is the point where the equator crosses the sun. This is the point where the sun crosses the plane of the equator. And day and night are the same. So right now we are in daylight savings time, where day and night is not the same. Because as of we realize, sun is setting at like 4:30. It was setting at 5:30, where it wasn't getting dark until 5:30, and now it's getting dark before 5 o'clock even hits. But anyways, you thought this passage you have been through would never end, just as certain that the light of the world fades every few months. Like I just said, daylight savings time. It makes it return, and earth rejoices. The fresh breath of spring sweeps away the cobwebs acquired from the absence of the light. That's why I also picked up too, some of you guys, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs are kind of going through something right now. The light is now obviously increasing as nature begins to emerge in all her many forms, shapes, and colors that remind of us the continual cycles of Earth Mother. Okay? This cycle of rebirth you are experiencing follows a considerably challenging time. Any tears you may have shed have cleared the way for what has been gestating, which is now ripe and ready to emerge. That which no longer serves you needs to be put to rest. Kill it off. That a freshness and newness of spirit can make itself known to you. Sometimes birth can be painful, particularly in the passage just before delivery. Yet what emerges can be fresh and beautiful. Be with the emergence of this next cycle with faith and grace, Cancers. Thank you. Leos are up next. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, Odysseus, for delivering me this message. Thank you, Mother Gaia. Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. What your divine energy needs you to know. Okay. What your ancestors have been trying to tell you, your spirits, your higher self, the higher realms.
I'm cheesing and shit. You can't even see my mouth.
Damn mask, right? Oh, well, damn. Leos, you need to retreat. And and it was in reverse. It came out, it fell out upside down, which this is focus on success. So Leos, you are not focused on success at this time. For some of you are.